Today, the first place we will be visiting is Lanark Castle. I have visited a few times before, and as I look around, I'm always enchanted by the story of how Margaret and Barry Barker travelled to South Island in a combi van and decided to buy the ruined castle considering Margaret was pregnant. But they saw something nobody else could imagine back in 1967, that Lanark Castle could be and would be the South Island's premier tourist location. Lanark Castle 50 years ago was a broken down ruin, devoid of furniture with weed-infested overgrown gardens. Worse, the great dining hall was used as a sheep pen. Water poured through the decayed roofing. Most of the bare rooms were water-stained and cold, and winters in Dunedin are very cold.
Oh, so beautiful.
有点绿的，有点蓝。
Here is garden.
Soon after buying the castle, Margaret had a son, Malcolm, and later a girl, Sophie. I can't imagine what it would have been like for them growing up in a continuously damp and renovating castle. Yet today, 50 years later, the castle is surrounded by 7 acres of beautifully maintained gardens. The gardens are Margaret Baker's personal devotion, an astounding woman. Not only is she the driving force of the restoration of the castle's historic rooms, but a passionate gardener and the seed that made today's gardens possible. Certainly, over the years, many talented people have assisted her, and now Lanark Castle employs some 80 talented people. The Barker family have rescued a major part of Dunedin's heritage while creating and building an enviable business from the castle. All around the walls is the story of Lanark Castle, or you can hire an audio guide player. So many things have been rescued by the Barkers that were sold off or lost, yet were now brought back home to Lanark Castle.
I sit down here. You shoot the photo.
Okay, baby. It's a beautiful place, full of history, both good and bad, of success, family, money, power, but also suicide, greed, lunatics, mental breakdowns, theft, vandalism, and scandalous and tragic incidents. But somehow I am attracted to this place. It's like a time machine. It shows wealth and power that I could not imagine. but also the pain of such a position. It's fatal. Now, Margaret's son, Norcom Barker, is the executive director, and he quotes, "I shall continue with the restoration. I intend improving interpretation and understanding of the castle for visitors. It's a window into our history. My vision to conserve and develop the property in the innovative spirit of William Lanark." Many have asked Margaret if she had any photos while working in the garden in those early days. "We were too busy to work taking photos," she said. "We did manage to get one photo that matched it to a recent photo. The photos taken were 46 years apart." What an amazing woman. The upstairs is just as remarkable. That's how they slept in the 1800s, in wrought iron beds and heavy dark furniture. Imagine doing your ablutions in here when the temperature outside is below freezing and there's no shower, there's no infrared heating, no air conditioning. But my favorite spot is the parapet on top of the castle. The views are just magnificent. We got away from Lanark Castle late and zigzagged around the peninsula. We were so busy photographing the countryside and ourselves, we did not notice the sea mists creeping towards the far end of the peninsula until it was too late. It was obvious, but we just didn't see it.
There is good.
We kept busy photographing and videoing everything that looked beautiful. By the time we got to the Albatross Centre at the end of the peninsula, the sky had fallen, and there was very little to see, with visibility down to 50 meters or less. Even the seagulls stayed close to the ground, squatting on cars with roof racks. The Albatross Centre was quiet, so we decided to direct our limited tourist time to Dunedin's famous station. The wind was brisk, but there was at least some sunshine. Dunedin was linked to Christchurch Railway in 1876, but Dunedin never got round to building a permanent station until 1906, and they built it in the Flemish style. It became the busiest station in the country, servicing 100 trains a day and supporting a massive shunting yard for goods trains. But now it's a tourist train ticket station with a restaurant and sports floor. Today it is a must-see tourist location, but if only these floors could talk. Most of the railway yards have long been removed, but the station remains, as it always was, over 110 years ago. Quite a history as well.
Yeah, we should pick up information.
Yeah. It's time to take our little brown hire car and retire to our beach lodge motel. We have a long drive tomorrow.